Good morning. I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church. This is your Thursday devotion. Before I get started, let me just say this past Monday morning, I woke up feeling kind of puny, so much so that I thought it would be in my best interest and the best interest for our community and our church if I would go down to the health department and get tested, which I did. Since that time, I've been in quarantine, locked in my house, which is good. Along with Leela. She's teaching virtually. Her students are at Walter Hill, Las Casas, and she's here. But we are doing fine, and hopefully we'll get our test results. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday, but hopefully we'll get our test results Thursday. But I'm going to do the devotion today because Bobby, we kind of knew something like this was probably going to happen. Bobby's going to preach for me, which, I preached for him the first Sunday of Advent, and he's going to preach for me on the third Sunday of Advent. My hope is that I'm negative, and I'll see most of you in church on Sunday. So let's get on with your daily devotion. So I'm spending a lot of time. First couple days, I slept a lot. I think it's just a bug, by the way, but I'm no doctor. And so the first couple days, I slept a lot. But Wednesday, today, I've been waiting. They said it could be today, so I've been waiting for the phone call, right? Waiting to hear, waiting to know, waiting to understand whether I'm COVID or not. I don't think I am, but I'm waiting, right? And it feels like a lot of us are waiting to know if we've been exposed, waiting to know if exposed, if we haven't, waiting to know what to do next. Of course, Advent is about waiting. We're waiting for the birth of Jesus. And at the same time, we're waiting for his return. But the reality is, waiting is nothing new. I want to read you a story in it's jumping ahead of the birth of Jesus a little bit, but I'll get to that point. I'll get to my point, and hopefully you'll understand it too. This is actually from Matthew 2, verse 22. I'm reading from the NIV. So this is after Jesus is born, by the way, from the Gospel of Luke. I think I said that. When the time came for purification rites required by the law of Moses, Joseph and Mary took him, Jesus, to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, as it was written in the law of the Lord. Every firstborn male is to be consecrated to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice in keeping with what is said in the law of the Lord, a pair of doves or 2 young pigeons. Now there was a man in Jerusalem called Simeon, who was righteous and devout. He was waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was on him. It had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not die before he had seen the Lord's Messiah. Moved by the Spirit, he went into the temple courts. When the parents brought the child Jesus to do for him what the custom of the law required, Simeon took him in his arms and praised God, saying, "Sovereign Lord, as you have promised, you may now dismiss your servant in peace. For my eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared in the sight of all nations, a light to reveal you to the Gentiles and to the glory of your people Israel." The child's father and mother marveled at what was said about him. Then Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, "This child is destined to cause the fall and rise of many in Israel, and to be a sign that will be spoken against, so that the thoughts of the hearts will be revealed, and a sword will pierce your own soul too." So what's going on here is Simeon, this devout Jew, believed that he would see the coming of the Messiah before he would die. The Lord had promised Simeon that. Now, we don't know exactly how the Lord did that for Simeon, but that's what Simeon believed. And so we have this amazing moment of Jesus in the temple with his parents as an infant in the hands of this man who has been waiting and waiting, and now the wait is over. I love this time of year. And I especially loved this time of year when my son was little, right? When Christmas was still that kind of magical thing. But even now, I still love it. I love waiting. And I love knowing that my wait will be over. Listen, I love Christmas morning. I'm a big fan of Christmas morning. I love opening up a present with my name on it, right? I still kind of wonder what's under the tree with my name on it. A lot of what we're doing is waiting, especially in Advent. Advent's about waiting. But the reality is, with the coronavirus, we're waiting. And now we're waiting and hoping that the vaccine will be here soon, as we hear about the trials and now people are actually getting the vaccine. But the whole point about waiting isn't that we wait alone, but we wait with God. God's with us. God was with Simeon. God was with Mary and Joseph as they all waited. And God is with us now as we still wait. Waiting's hard. It is not easy. But there is something good. There is something cleansing. There is something strengthening when we wait. Waiting produces that delayed gratification that when the moment finally arrives, whatever that moment is, it will be good and we will be better for it. I hope y'all have a great day. I hope to see you soon. I hope I don't have COVID. We'll talk to you later.